Hey everybody, Jay Super Awesome here. I'd like to welcome you to week number 17 of the TheHORRORMan's SlashBack Saturday Challenge. This week's slasher movie theme is High School Slasher, and I will be giving my review for Wishcraft. School's out forever. Okay, so getting into the plot for this one. When Brett receives a mysterious gift that grants the owner 3 wishes, he discovers that dreams can come true with a vengeance. With a little wish fulfillment, the school's most popular cheerleader, Samantha, has become Brett's date that can't wait. But bad timing. Someone is slaughtering the rebels, the jocks, and the cheerleaders. And Samantha is the killer's next target. The perfect victim for a killer in search of perfection. And the only thing that can save her life is wishcraft. Be careful what you wish for. In this school, when you're marked absent, you won't be coming back. Okay, so getting into my thoughts for this one. The first thing I wanted to say is that Wishcraft is a supernatural slasher movie that centers around high school teens. So we do get quite a bit of the high school location in several scenes in this movie. And I just thought that was pretty cool how this movie actually works for last week's slasher movie theme, and it also works for this week's slasher movie theme. I actually do enjoy the story we have in this movie. It pretty much centers around a not-so-popular boy who is having unrealistic thoughts about potentially having a relationship with a very popular girl who is a cheerleader that dates probably the most popular boy in school, and he is into sports. He is very likable amongst his peers, where our main character, he's more of a bookworm. He does have a best friend that does support him and later on does get a little bit envious of him. But overall, the main character is more into studying and making good grades. And he is smart, and with that, he is tutoring her. So he has access to her. So he does get to have conversations with her. And she is nice to him. And that's where he develops unrealistic thoughts that they could potentially be together, where in reality she has no interest in him other than helping her study. And slowly over time he starts to get the feeling that that is the case. He doesn't understand why she's not interested in him and why she has this popular boyfriend. And one day after school he comes home and he receives a strange gift in the mailbox. And when he opens it up, he ends up discovering a severed bull penis. But this isn't your normal, everyday, ordinary bull penis. He later on discovers that this is a magical 200-year-old severed bull penis that grants its owner 3 wishes. And of course, he starts to use these wishes to pursue the object of his desire, which is the cheerleader. The rest of the characters that we have in the movie is pretty much the popular kids, the goth kids, we have the nerdy kids, we have the school's principal, and we have one of the teachers. Then we have a police investigation that starts up when the murders begin to happen, and we also have a few scenes with the coroner who is evaluating the bodies. That's pretty much the cast of characters, and horror movie fans will recognize several faces in this movie, so that's always a good thing. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the most important part of a slasher movie, and that is the killer and the kills. I absolutely love the look of the killer in this movie. He is a cloaked killer, so automatically he is going to put you in mind of Ghostface from Scream. Now, he sort of has a skeletal looking face, and it is like a dark gray color with some black features. Really creepy looking. Definitely a cool killer. I enjoyed all the scenes with the killer in this movie. Now, the ending reveal of who the killer is, I didn't absolutely hate it, but I just thought it was just kind of okay. Now, as the killer is revealed and we start to learn the details behind the motivation, the reason why the killer chose to kill As we are learning these details, I couldn't help but feel like killing people for these reasons felt completely unnecessary to me. Overall, I felt like Wishcraft has a pretty solid killer. The ending reveal and the motivations behind the killings I do feel are a little weak, but altogether a pretty solid killer. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the kills that we get in Wishcraft. I thought this movie had some pretty fun and creative kills, especially with the first 2 to 3 kills. Then from that point on, we move into more of your standard slasher movie type kills, and those kills are fine too. It's basically because with the first few kills, the killer has more time to plan them out and be more elaborate with them, where as we get closer to the ending of the film, the killer's having to kill off some victims just to get them out of his way so he can achieve his ultimate goal. So overall, the movie has some pretty decent kills. There's also some off-screen kills. Those pretty much always happen in these movies. Anyway, I would have to say my biggest problem with some of the kills in this movie is that when the weapon is about to make its impact on its victim, a lot of times there will be a quick cut and we don't get to see the impact. And in a lot of cases in this movie, we don't even get to see the final results from the kill. Sometimes that happens in this movie. But overall, I do enjoy this movie. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10, and I recommend it for slasher movie fans. So if you have seen Wishcraft, please comment below and let me know what you think about it, or if you find my video interesting, please like, subscribe, and comment below, and I would like to thank you all for watching.